Today we are going to see about EMG signal processing. Now what is a processing? Processing primarily is a work which happens within the computer, and when we are going to record a EMG signal, we normally record it with the electrode. From this electrode, the information will go to a processing machine and then it will be displayed on the output units like a cathode ray oscilloscope tube, screen, or in an electronic computer if it is a digital, if the signals are in digital format. So when we record it, there are primarily two types of recording electrodes. One is indwelling and surface, and in EMG we predominantly use a indwelling electrode. Now this needle EMG, and you can see that two links are there. One is the anode, the other one is a cathode. So normally when we record, we'll have a anode and a cathode for recording the signals. In addition to anode and cathode, we will also place a ground electrode in order to prevent electronic interference, and this electrode will also capture some amount of electrical activity which will be used. We will see how it's being used. The ground electrode can be of two types. One is a plate electrode or a wrap electrode. So this is a plate electrode and this is a wrap electrode, where you wrap it around the part wherever you are recording. Now once it's recorded, the data has to be processed. So what are the processing that happens? Processing number one is amplification, processing number two is bandpass filtering, and processing number three is rectification. So now what is amplification? We need to understand this, but before that you need to very clearly understand that the EMG signals which are recorded by the electrodes are called as raw EMG signals before they are being processed. But what you see on the screen is a recorded EMG which is different from that of the raw EMG. So let's go on to amplification. First, why should we amplify the current? The signals normally which are generated from the muscles are very low amplitude signals. They are of the order of microvolts. So to visualize them clearly, we need to amplify the current. This is the first reason. But a more important reason is the electrical activity we collect from the electrodes, that is anode, cathode and reference, receives electrical signals from different sources. So the sources of current could be external source or an internal source. What is the external source? Current with which the EMG machine runs is a source of electrical activity. This current will also be passing through the electrical wires, and some amount of current will be traversing the body, skin and underlying structures. Apart from this, we have many different equipments which will be there in the hospital, especially those of the light, the fan. Also many of the equipments which we use in hospital runs through electricity. So consistently these will be giving up electrical waves, and we will also be having an interference from this. Alright. So the other one is the internal source. The current from the nervous system and heart also generate electrical signals, as we commonly see that we record EEG and ECG signals. Now what happens is, when these EEG and ECG signals are normally present inside the body, and since blood is traveling all through, we have 70% of the body composed of water substance, and blood is one of the major components. So what happens is, these water being a good conductor of electricity, they conduct the electrical signals from the brain, from the head as well as from the heart region, and it comes throughout the body. So when you are going to keep an electrode, in order to pick up, all these signals will be coming together and your electrodes will be picking it up. So now we need to take out the other sources of electrical activity. So this process is called as amplification. Specifically, it is called as differential amplification. So what is differential amplification? We previously saw that when we are recording, we have an anode, we have a cathode, and also we have a reference electrode which we place on a different region of the body. So now what will happen is, all these signals will be picked up by the three electrodes, all the three. But we should understand that since the recording electrode, that's anode and cathode, is within the tissue, the signals from the muscle will be very high near that electrode. So what you will have is all the three electrodes, you will have all sources of current, but in anode and cathode you will have the electrical activity generated by the muscle which will be very much high. So say for example you are in a crowd, when every one of them shouts, you will specifically be able to hear the voice of the person who is standing next to you. But same thing, another person who is standing farther away, he will not be able to hear that. So what happens is this myosignals take some time to reach the other electrode, and when it goes there it also reduces in amplitude. So now what we do is the electrical meshing identifies what is the source electrical signal from source 1 and source 2, and then it subtracts them and it amplifies that signal which is being subtracted. So this process is called as a differential amplification. I hope you understand this. All right. Now, since it's rejecting the common signals from both of the regions, we call this as common mode rejection. Second step, we saw that after amplification, it will be filtered. Now, as we saw in the previous portion, that the signals come from many sources, but we need to understand that all the signals do not come with a similar frequency. You need to recall from your second year electrotherapy that the currents differ in terms of the frequency, wavelength and waveforms. So similarly, these currents are also going to be different. So ECG, EEG, external currents are frequencies which are very different from EMG signal. So what we do is, this property of the current is being taken and we will filter out specific frequencies. Now filtering out can be of two types, one is low and high pass filters. These are being used in the EMG equipment in order to filter. Right, a low pass filter will filter all the signals below the set frequency by the EMG process and along the high currents of higher frequency. Right, and this also varies from EMG and NCV. EMG signals are of different frequency, NCV are of different frequency. So we can actually change the low and high pass filter. So when we change the low and high pass filter together, we call that as band pass filter. Now what's a band pass filter? We can see that we have signals coming from low frequency as well as high frequency along with the EMG signals. So we select both the low pass and high pass filter and we place it, and you will see that the other signals are all filtered and we get only the signal frequency which is common to EMG. So this is the second method in which we filter out all the other currents and we try to get only the EMG signals. So the next process is called as your rectification. So before going to rectification, we need to understand a specific step in order to understand what is rectification. Normally when we look into a EMG, we have two types of analysis we do of the EMG from the diagnostic EMG. One is from the shape of the waves. We try to identify what is this particular abnormal wave, whether it's normal or abnormal. This differentiation can be done by observing the electrical signal. At the same time, since we have the electronic computers, what we also can do is we can see what is the amplitude of the signal or the magnitude of the current. Alright, so the magnitude of the current can be measured with the amplitude of the wave, and this requires us to convert the analog signal to digital signals, and digital signals we can measure the amplitude very easily with the digital signals. So when we are going to collect the EMG waves, what happens is the waves will be a mixture of electrical signals in both positive and negative sides of the curve. So if you draw a curve and if you see the signals, it will be going up as well as down. So it will go both to the positive and negative sides of the curve. Now these two, so when the curves go in two directions, it doesn't mean that one time it is increasing, other time it is falling down, because we don't have the option of negative current. So what basically happens is, when the direction of the current flow is in one direction, it will be captured. Normally when a current is flowing in the recording electrode, it will first flow through an anode and a cathode. So depending on the position of it, it will be passing in either direction. So the current whichever is generated and passing in one direction will be captured in the positive direction. The other direction will be captured in negative direction. This is the actual meaning of it. But when a computer has to analyze it, it doesn't know the difference between both of it. So what it takes is the one which is above it is considered as positive, the one which is below it is considered negative, and then when it adds it up together, we will get no wave at all. So this is a problem in quantitative analysis. So the combined amplitude will give us a wrong data, so we rectify. So this is a common process which you would have studied in a 10th or 12th physics, that the waves which are coming from the current source can be rectified, and there are two types of rectification. One is half wave rectification, the other one is full wave rectification. What's a half wave rectification? You take out the parts which are there below on the negative side. So this is half wave rectification. So half of the wave is retained, the other half is taken out, and we use this half for analysis. The other is full wave rectification, where we change the signal of the negative to a positive and all the waves are being captured. So this helps us to pull out the correct intensity of the EMG signals. You should also remember at this point of time that this EMG signal which we had there, this EMG signal actually is a very small magnitude. So when it's a small magnitude, when we need to amplify that. So this rectification helps in increasing the captured amplitude of it, and therefore we will be able to visualize it better. Thank you for listening to this. These are the processing which goes on within the equipment. This here you can see the picture in the top panel of a raw EMG and a rectified EMG. Thank you for listening to this.